Hello and welcome to India Career Center, the one-stop podcast for students, professionals, parents and guardians. In every episode, we will try to deal with a current topic that needs expert advice related to career guidance and career mentoring. Please welcome your host, Dr. S.B. Mishra to the show and happy listening.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode on India Career Center. Today I'm delighted to host Mr. Anup Nair, with whom I have worked for a small stint during my professional career with JCB in the East Zone. And I have some wonderful memories about working together under his leadership. Today, the series of discussion is going to continue about where are the future jobs for Indians. On that context, I am hosting today Mr. Anup Nair to understand about his industry, his organization, and how things are looking like in terms of the opportunities for the young people in the coming years. So, with those words, I welcome Mr. Anup Nair. Mr. Nair, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much to be
Thank
with
you.
us today.
Thank you, SB.
Okay, to start our conversation, as I always do, I ask my guests to talk about their personal journey. So, if you can briefly tell about your personal journey so far.
Yeah, SB, as always, it is nice to talk to you and about my personal journey. I'm sure you are also part of my personal journey. So I'll just go quickly. I am basically from the state of southernmost state of Kerala. I have done my schooling and all in various places in India, and after that, I have done my engineering. I passed out in the year 1993 from Kerala, and after that, I have been working with various organizations, starting with say Caterpillar, then moving on to Tata Hitachi. Then I had a very long stint, like what you mentioned, JCB. And then I moved on to Ashok Leyland John Deere, and then a pretty long stint in Hyundai. And then last 5 years, I am working as the managing director of Martin Engineering here. So my career journey, I have not, I can say I have not skipped any levels. I have started from GET. I have worked as a service engineer. I have worked every level up the ladder. I have later on, I became in charge. Then I became branch manager in 2, 3 locations. Then regional manager in 2, 3 locations, then national head of sales, then head of sales and marketing, then vice president and business head, and then managing director. So I've have the opportunity to work in every level. I also had the opportunity to travel to each and every state and union territory in India as a byproduct of my career. I also had the opportunity to travel to more than 40 countries throughout the world. So these are all, you can say, my career journey and accomplishments. Yeah.
Okay, great. Excellent. I think it's been really a very fulfilling career as it sounds from your journey. So, just to understand more about your present industry, so can you give a sense of what is this industry all about? Not many people know about the brand Martin Engineering. So, if you can give a sense of what is this industry all about, what this industry is into, and how the industry looking like with respect to its growth opportunities and so on and so forth.
Yeah, we are into bulk material handling products. These are products typically which are used by the large sector industries who handle bulk material. Uh, we cater to the steel, cement, and power industry mainly. Our products are like conveyor products and flow aid products like air cannons and vibrations and all, which are used to ensure the smooth flow of material, which is critical for these kind of operations, so that they work their industries uninterrupted. And about these industries, as you very well know, they are all part of the core 8 core industries that government of India monitors as to monitor the progress of the economy, like the steel, cement, power, fertilizer. These are very, very important industries. So with the continuous growth in the economy, as you know, the also the infrastructure and the industry in India, sure that we can assume a CAGR of something like 12 to 15% for the next few years. So this is a brief about our industry and where we are.
Okay, so to get little more understanding, let us now talk about Martin Engineering. Give a sense of what is this company all about, how it started, what are the different operations you are into. Give both sense of the world as well as Indian operation.
Yeah. So Martin Engineering had its inception in 1944 in the USA, and is headquartered in a place called Neponset in Illinois in the USA, and has grown its footprint gradually across the globe. Today, there is a wide global presence across all the continents, and manufacturing plant itself in various countries like the USA, Brazil, Germany, South Africa, China, India, Australia. So we are present everywhere in the world. In India, coming to India, it's quite recent one. We started India in 2011, and now we have a state-of-the-art plant and a very good team in a place called Fulgaon near Pune, in the western part of India. So we also have our sales and service team located in various parts of the country. That's about our global and our Indian operations.
Okay, so looking at the industry growth, which you mentioned earlier, 12 to 14% CAGR growth. So how do you see the growth potential which is likely to come up in your Indian operation? And with that, how are you planning for growing your team with respect to people, future recruitments? If you can give us a sense of what's the plan looking like in the next 2 to 4 years or 5 years with respect to the growth potential in India, and hence how you're planning to cope up with that through growth of your team members.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, the growth potential in India is good. When you have a consistent growth happening, it is definitely we have to grow the team size. We keep adding people as and when required. We also have a stream of graduate engineer trainees or GETs to keep on filling those requirements which come up in the future. So it's a growing organization, so there would be definitely good opportunities coming up.
Okay.
Apart from this,
yeah.
Apart from this, we also give opportunities for Indian team members to work in certain parts of the global operations. For example, we currently support Middle East, Europe, Africa, and also in some roles or other with the Indian team.
Okay, so these are like short-term duration, or this is for a longer duration with respect to positions outside India as well?
Both are there. Sometimes short-term support, sometimes long-term support. Sometimes a short-term support eventually leads to a long-term role there. So that it keeps happening. How they evolve, how it evolves, it depends on the market situations there.
Okay, so looking at the profile of organization and the industry you're dealing in, obviously the core requirement of your people, new people, would be in the engineering trade. But is there any specific area in which you try to uh, locate your new recruitments with respect to what kind of particular education background or what kind of skills which you try to look for in the future recruitments?
See, as you rightly stated, our products are of engineering nature. And naturally, so we tend to recruit more people who are technically qualified or engineers or the people with diploma holders or trade technicians. Those kind of roles we recruit. And more towards the conventional mechanical sort of recruitments. But we also require, people in other functions also to support the various parts of the operation, right from finance or whatever it is.
Okay, so let's try to understand a little more about your organization with respect to the core values. So what are the core values of Martin Engineering, and how do you see that those core values are, coming through while you're doing the recruitment process? I mean, is there a process where you try to find out if somebody is matching with those core values, or how do you ensure that those core values are adhered to?
Yeah. So we believe in a bleed orange culture. So we call it very proudly as a bleed orange culture. Firstly, why do we come to work every day? We come to work every day to ignite excellence so that families thrive and communities flourish. So I would like to repeat this: to ignite excellence so that families thrive and communities flourish. So it covers in one sentence very much. Now, to go further on this, we believe that we can achieve the best by certain things. Number one, transforming the opportunities into action. Okay. Number two, assume always a positive intent.
Mm.
Three, listening to understand, not listening to reply or anything, listening to understand. So that's very important. Fourth one, laughing often. Yeah. Fifth one is embracing the challenges that comes onto you. Sixth one, we believe that we are better together. That's all about teamwork and things like that. So the values are so for this we have some values which are acronymed by a single word called success.
Okay.
SUCCESS. So success stands, the first S stands for smile.
Okay.
Okay. U stands for unity. C stands for caring. The next C stands for courage. Then the E stands for engagement. The S stands for superb service. And the last S again stands for smile.
Okay. So
So
you're basically sandwiching everything with two smiles.
Yeah, and acronym as success. I don't know whether you can see this. These are our
Wow,
values. Okay,
excellent.
so this is very important, and we also have you know, to grow our culture tree, which carries all the things which I mentioned, right?
Very nice.
So that's about.
So obviously, the organization must be putting up or making a lot of efforts in terms of making sure that these core values are always maintained. So could you tell us some of the examples of how you are trying to maintain this core values in the organization?
So to start with, the onboarding process itself take care of it quite a lot. So the person right from day one starts, engraving all these cultures into himself or herself.
Okay. You mentioned about you have GETs available in your organization, but is there any scope for internships also in?
Yes, we do give internships based on the requirement that comes in various times, and also that gives a lot of value addition to the interns in terms of understanding the processes in an organization and developing themselves.
Okay, the next one is about AI and automation. I think AI and automation are going to impact all of us. So obviously, every industry, every person will have some impact of this. So as an organization, how you are looking at it with respect to the impact of AI and automation, and how are you planning as an organization, as a leader of this organization in Indian operation, in terms of looking ahead and planning for the future with respect to, obviously there'll be some functional areas which might become redundant and they will have to be accommodated elsewhere. So what is the organization thinking on these lines?
This is a very vast area, but I'll cover that briefly. First of all, on automation, we are giving a lot of trust on automation and modernization of our operational processes. Now, it also, in terms of our front end, we are also giving remote monitoring systems. We call it as N2. So that monitors the performance of our products, and we, as well as our customers, can monitor that. So now, regarding your question of jobs becoming redundant, I do not fully agree with it, because these things make the jobs of people better. For example, a technician in the operations, with the modernization and automation, his job becomes much more safer, number one, easier, and more productive. So that drives him a sense of satisfaction. Similarly, for a field service person, instead of risking his life or risking his safety going to a moving equipment in a plant, if you have a remote monitoring system, he can sit remote and monitor the same parameters of the performance, and that makes his first we believe in the safety of the employee, so safety becomes very much ensured. Second, it becomes the convenience. You do not have to go and multiple inspections to multiple places. Your efforts sitting, you can get everything into a single place. That is there, and also those things can make your planning and your works much better. So definitely, we are working and investing in these areas.
So basically what you're saying is that AI and automation are going to augment the capability of people rather than displacing or replacing manpower. That's how you're looking at it.
It makes them much more capable. Their capabilities get enhanced easily by that. Well, to the youngsters, like a person who is starting the career, I would like to talk about that there is absolutely no shortcut for hard work. That's the time which you have to do hard work. And initial stages, what you learn is more important than what you earn. So people need to stay put and concentrate more on learning rather than getting distracted by other things. So that's how you build up a career. And over a period, it has to be the most important aspect, if you ask me, for success of a person, is the teamwork. So however brilliant individually a person may be, unless he or she is a good team player and is able to harness the strengths of others, you cannot get the success. So that's the most important thing. Then there are other aspects. In a large country like India, you need to be mobile. You need to be ready to relocate wherever it is required for your growth. You should not be sitting in your comfort zone of your home town or home state. So that gives you multiple exposure. So, for example, I have worked in the south, in west, in east, and in various levels, and then come up. And then the patience, and also you one very important thing which leaders like me look at the budding leaders is the integrity. Integrity can never be compromised if you want to be successful. So as I have learned from one of my seniors, indiscipline may give you short-term results, but discipline only will give you long-term results. So self-discipline, and that's very important. So discipline, integrity, teamwork, hard work, willing to relocate, upskilling yourselves. So these are things which you need to imbibe in yourself for becoming successful in the.
Okay, so I know you are a busy person at a leadership level, but how do you keep yourself busy with other than the professional work? What kind of, I know you play golf, but apart from that, what else you?
Yeah, I see. I have a habit of waking up very early in the morning. I get up at 5 a.m. every day. I spend a good amount of time reading. I have read your book also. So I spend a good time reading. Then I believe that our physical fitness and mental fitness is very important to keep ourselves, successful in our work and family and everywhere. So I spend time on my physical fitness and mental fitness, whether it is in terms of yoga or meditation. And of course, when I get time, especially on weekends, I enjoy my golf, which gives me very good exercise as well as entertainment in terms of walking and on the greens. So that is there. I also enjoy traveling and visiting various places, and that also gives us a lot of learning that way.
Great. And I know you're also a very foodie person and you enjoy your food. So tell us what the food you like and what are the
Yeah,
any special liking for food?
yeah. So actually, yeah, I would have loved my health also to permit me to go on more on becoming a foodie. But one good thing about the food, I have learned recently, in 2016 onwards, I learned cooking. So, so that has helped me in cooking some things which I like also. And if you ask me specifically what is my most favorite food, it is all sweets. I love the malai kulfi and the jalebi and the ice creams. So those are you can say my favorites or my weaknesses. So that's my most important thing. And generally, other food habits. Morning, I am a South Indian, and afternoon, I am a North Indian. You can say that way. So I try to restrict my quantity of food so as to keep my weight under check. But sometimes when I see sweets, those things go off for a moment. That's what I have been able to maintain my health without any complaints so far. So that's a combination of everything.
I think the biggest secret of you is that you keep yourself happy in whatever way.
It has to. We have to.
Yes, I mean, whatever little I have seen and worked under you, I have seen that I've never seen you under stress, and that's probably the biggest secret which I learned from you. And I hope a lot of youngsters who may not know a lot about you will learn about you and also try to learn some of the good ideas which you shared during this conversation. And fortunately, you have also agreed to be on our platform as a mentor to share your wisdom to young people. So we are so thankful for that. Thank you for doing all the great work and wishing you a lot of success in Martin Engineering and your professional career. Thank you so much.
Thank you, SP. Always nice to be with you, and really appreciate the good work you are doing in terms of developing the people, especially the young generation, the future of India. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed this episode. We sincerely wish you could take something from our conversation today and be able to apply it to your life in a positive way. We value your feedback. This can help us improve our future episodes. So share your thoughts to serve you better. If you want us to focus on a topic which you think is of importance, let us know. We will share our expertise in future episodes. So, see you soon with a new topic and help you in your career journey.